What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. It's spring break. It's also episode 8 of The Shy season 1. Alright, y'all, this was a good episode. We finally get down to the nitty gritty. We find out some things. I know I'm like a week late, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do this because it's spring break. And you know, hey, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm chilling. I'm here. I'm just cleaning up my house today. So I'm sorry if the sound is a little echoey or bad because I'm in my living room. I'm not in the closed area in which I'm usually in to make these videos. So let's go ahead and get started. Ronnie is with the drug dealer. I don't know his name. If y'all can put his name in the comments, this will help me out so much. But drug dealer dude, the funny guy, he's with Ronnie. Ronnie is clearly has an infected wound and he tells him to go get the man, hey, go get a homeboy to fix him. And turns out it's a doctor, a random ass doctor they have staying at his house. And he comes into the living room and he asked them to fix it up for him. Brandon is at Jerika's house. He slept on the couch last night and she being extra nice to him, talking about she gonna make breakfast and all this here. And she's asking him questions about like what he's gonna do, why did he quit his job for real, and you know, what is he gonna do with himself? And is she like, you worked that line to get experience and now you just quit? And he's like, you know, I just want to do something for myself. And he's like, you know, I'm thinking about for us. And she's like, I'm thinking about us too. So as much as I don't really like Jerika, Brandon do need somebody to bring him back to earth because, you know, money make the world go round. He just quit his job like he ain't got a care in the world. But some type of way I feel like Brandon gonna end up laying on his feet. He wants to start something of his own. She says you need to sign that paperwork for your mama to sell this house. That way you can get your money and you can start your business or use your money to start that. So your mama and you will have a fresh start for everyone. Papa and Kevin are together and they talking about Jake. He's saying, Papa said he been praying for him, but he ain't really, you know, he ain't really worried about it. But Kevin is like, they need to talk to him. They need to get him out of this gang life before he get too wrapped up in it. So they gonna game at the house and then they gonna do like a little intervention on him or whatever. So Papa said he down for it. Emmett and his mama talk about Tiffany and the baby. Mama says her mama's name is Jada. I do know that. So Jada tells Emmett that he needs to go get the baby. He needs to, you know, still be participating in the baby life. And he like, listen, I've been off. This is my first time in 2 weeks. I've been off. I haven't had to, you know, deal with daycares and diapers. I just need a break. And she like, this is your son. This is not a job. So basically she's saying you won't regret it. If you pour into his life, then you won't regret it. You need to go find your son and see your son. She also tells him during this scene that she lost her job. So now Emmett is like, are you good? You sure you good? I don't know. You know, he kind of like, oh. Emmett is like a big ass baby to me. I mean, I'm glad he's growing and he probably is one of my favorite characters on the show. He's growing over the season. But it's like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, and then like when your mama says she lost her job, like your whole world crumbling because he know he ain't got but 2 coins he bringing into the household anyway, honey. So, you know, I love his mama because she a strong black woman. But sometimes I be feeling like we raised our sons to be like weak and they don't know how to handle themselves as adults, not just sons, period, everybody, child. So Brandon goes to his mom's house and he signs the paperwork for them to sell the house finally, and his mom and his stepdad, they have like a little nice family moment for a change, y'all. She's like, you know, the inspector's coming, so we get dressed up, he looking for something or whatever, and he said something about it's right next to his yogurt. You know, when he first moved in there, he had told him, this mine, don't you touch this, you know, so it's kind of like a little play on that. And then, you know, she was like, if I don't make him get dressed up, he be walking around with a wife beater on, his balls hanging out. Like, I'm telling him to get dressed up. So if you stay here, you gonna have to put some clothes on. So that was a cute little moment between the two of them. That was really cute. I like to have nice moments. She came out hard and strong at the beginning, okay? But she has since softened up this season. Reggie wakes up at his house with the crew. Oh, I'm lying. At the beginning of the episode, Reggie is with Q and they are talking about, you know, the guns and what happened with the guns. So basically Q is like, listen, I know that Tree sent you over here to kill me. He gonna send somebody to kill you. That's how the game goes. Because you already showed that you like damaged goods or whatever. So like, if that's how you want to do it, that's how we can do it. But what's gonna be your next move? And so Sonny pops up and pop him upside the head and knock him out. And then he pull a gun on Q and it's like, listen, get the hell out of my place with this business. I feel like Q and Sonny, you know how, you know, like that's your brother, you know what I mean? Like that's fam. But at the same time, I'm not going to tear my whole life apart so that you can be good. Like, nah, nigga, get up out of here with that mess. Don't bring that shit back over here. So Sonny was done with it. He put the gun on Q and was like, bitch, if you don't leave, get out. Don't bring that shit up in here, period. I'm done with the whole situation. And so when Emmett comes in the morning to come to work, later on that morning, he's like cleaning up, trying to, you know, fix up the hole in the wall. And he's like, he said something about he needs some money really fast or something. And Sonny's like, listen, he said something about Q. Emmett said something about Q, and Sonny's like, don't you deal with him no more. Like, the way he said it was like a daddy, like, don't you fuck with him no more. He gonna have you dead in these streets. He was like, it's about to be a reckoning real soon, and you don't need to be wrapped up in it. Some tell me Emmett gonna get wrapped up in it, okay? Reggie wakes up, and when Reggie wakes up, he's at his house. And Q goes into this soliloquy about, he told his crew don't have the wallet with them when they out running, because that way nobody will know where you live and nobody will be able to get to your loved ones. So he asked him, do we have a roommate or somebody else stay here? And we find out that Reggie's dad is in prison and Reggie's mom is gone. We don't know where mama is. She just gone. Is she on that dope, or did she just abandon them when the daddy went to jail? Who the freak knows, okay? But their mama is gone. Q sees Jake book bag, but he don't say nothing. Reggie don't say nothing either. He just hoping that Jake don't come home. The kids are playing a video game, and they start to talk to Jake about, you know, his life, and, you know, why do he be out there gang banging, and, you know, he's like, I'm out there getting money, you know, I'm doing this and that and the other day. He like, don't worry about me, I'm good, or whatever. He keeps saying he good. Kevin's mom comes in the room, and she catch Papa cursing and tell Kevin that they gotta go to the grocery store to pick up some things from the grocery store. So they on their way to the grocery store. So the doctor, the white doctor, is working on Ronnie. He like blow dry some shit, and then he like put some salt on the wound and some alcohol or something, and then he tapes him up, and he jumps right back up and walks directly back to the room. That boy was on that shit. I said, where y'all got this man from? And why is he going straight back to the room? Child, I guess that's supposed to be our comic relief, because that scene was hilarious to me. I don't know why it was so funny to me, because he was in there, he was like, man, that's some MacGyver shit, man. That's some MacGyver shit you doing. Like, that was dope. That was funny to me. But the doctor fixed him up. He go back in the room. So Emmett's mom goes to check on Miss Ethel, and she goes in the house, and Miss Ethel has some cornbread burning, you know, and she haven't taken her medicine, and she hasn't been eating. So she's checking on her and everything, trying to make sure she good. And Ronnie comes over while she's checking her. Well, no, this is the first time. So the first time she was over there, she doesn't tell the mom that she got fired or whatever. She don't have the heart to tell her. She just tells her, yeah, I've been wanting to go to church. You know, you said you offered me to go to church, but you know, I've been hesitant, but I think I want to go. So we know that's not the truth. She just couldn't tell her that she got fired from working at the hospital because of Ronnie. So Brandon is by his cousin's house. He wants to get some money from him, okay? His cousin has a roommate that lives in the closet. A sidebar, his cousin has a roommate that lives in the closet. I don't know, sidebar, his cousin speaks Japanese. I don't know if that's Chinese, Japanese, or Vietnamese, honey, but somebody could put that in the comments. What was that? I need to know, because your cousin is somebody that I won't holler at, okay? So your cousin, he said you have to have your streams of revenue coming in, honey. So he got a tenant that live in the closet. He speaks, I think that's Mandarin. I'm not sure, okay? Tell me what language it is. I just made that up. I don't think nothing, because I don't know, okay? So his cousin said he's a little cash poor at the moment because he's trying to move some things around, but he gonna see what he could do. Back at Reggie's house, Reggie keep looking at the clock while they talking to him. So, you know, Q was like, you expect to come in? But really, he looking for Jake, right? He looking for Jake to see what time he gonna come back home or whatever. He said, you know, ask him what you heard about me, what you know about me. He said, you know, you and Trees go way back. And he said, yeah, I put him on X, Y, and Z. I used to run this whole area. He says that, you know, he already looking for your replacement because you disposable. And Reggie is like, is there a point to all this, nigga? And he like, yes, a point to this. I need to know about that cop that's with Trees. And Reggie said he don't know. He has no earthly idea. Q say, listen, you gonna have to pick how you want to roll, okay? You gonna roll with me, or you gonna get your ass killed with Trees, because that's what's gonna happen. When he find out you ain't killed me, you dead. When he find out you did kill me, you dead. So which one you gonna pick? I think that Reggie gonna flip to his side, so we'll see. Emmett and his girlfriend talking apart. He talked about how he missed his son. He want to see his son, and she like, listen, I know you love your son, but you don't even know where he at. So he calls Tiffany. Tiffany don't answer the phone, and he was like, let's go to her house. She like, I'm not going to that girl house. She not finna snatch my trays out my head. He like, okay, well, I'm gonna go find my son. And she like, well, next time take me on a real date. I don't know how a real date got into this thing, but they was on like a little picnic or whatever. So we with the kids in the grocery store, and they asked, this was an interesting conversation when they was asking Kevin, how is it, what does it feel like to have two different moms? How does it feel? And Kevin was like, well, she always been around, you know, since I was a baby, so it's like, it's nothing, you know, she always been there or whatever, it's cool. And then they come to a part where they have to purchase tampons, and guess who comes in? Y'all already know Papa came through, okay? Papa came through. He called Mama and is like, listen, what kind do you need? Are these for her and her? I love the phone interaction. That shit was hilarious. When he said, is this for you? Is this for whoever else? And she was like, that's not your business. He was like, I can see how that's not my business. But you know, and then later on she told him to shut up. Okay, I can just shut up. That was funny to me. But they got their feminine products and they went on home. How do y'all feel about it? A lot of times I didn't send my man to get me feminine products because I'm embarrassed for him. So that's why I don't do it. But have any of you ever sent your man to get feminine products for you? Like, I don't think it's a big deal because it's a part of the body, like it's biological. Like if I'm old as shit and if I'm shitting on myself, I need you to go buy me some diapers. I don't want you to have no issues with it. But at the same time, you know, I just don't get them to do it just because. And I'm sorry, we back at the funny drug dealer's house and Ronnie is still, you know, he's still healing. He's sitting on the couch and they all talking about what they wanted to be when they grew up. The little thug dude, the goon, he wanted to be, what did he say he wanted to be, y'all? A cobbler when he grew up. He wanted to make women's shoes. And then he was talking about the white boy. He was high as fuck talking about something. I know you want to be a doctor. Look at you, smart ass went to school. You want to be a doctor. I forgot what he said. He wanted to be drug dealer, but Ronnie didn't say what he wanted to be. But I'm thinking he wanted to be a soldier or something like this because he was actually a soldier and he saw some things, you know, out there. So I'm thinking maybe he wanted to be a soldier or maybe he wanted to be something like that because they kind of allude to that later on. Emmett goes over to Tiffany's house. Tiffany's mom answers the door and she's not very happy with Emmett. She said, nigga, don't you got like 3 more kids somewhere? Like, with 2 different, she said 2 more kids with 2 different baby mamas. And then she said, well, I'm not going to tell you where Tiffany is, but I never said I wouldn't tell where the baby was. So she tells him where Tiffany and the baby are. So Brandon and his cousin arrive at like a little junkyard and they pull up and his cousin shows him it's a busted ass food truck. But Brandon is excited about it. He's happy. He loves it. He's like, all it needs is a little TLC and it's an ice cream truck, so it's already have a refrigeration unit inside of the truck. So he's happy about that. He's really excited about, you know, fixing it up and getting his business started and all this here. So we back at the drug dealer's house. They waking everybody up. He like, wake the fuck up, get up, get up, get up. And they try to wake the white boy up and the white boy is not waking up. He's not responding, okay? Instead of calling the police, which they ain't gonna do, he tells Ronnie, listen, I'm cashing in that you owe me, nigga. You gotta get rid of this dude body. So they drag the white boy to his car, they put him in the back seat, and they tell Ronnie to bring him somewhere as long as that shit don't come back on them. They don't care where he bring him. So Ronnie checked the man wallet and everything, because he's still, I mean, Ronnie is like in a constant state of trauma, and I understand they're trying to make us feel sorry for him or let us understand his thought process and, you know, where he coming from, because I feel like he gonna make the biggest transformation out of everybody on this whole show. But I don't feel sympathy for somebody who killed a child. So it's hard for me to go there with the shot, even though I know that's where they're trying to take us, to the route of forgiveness. They want us to forgive him too. Ronnie took the man's license and saw his address on the license, and he pulls up in front of the people's house. The wife come out the house and she sees the white man in the car, and she, you know, shaking him, trying to get him to wake up. They can't get him to wake up, and Ronnie is just across the street. He behind a tree, and you know, he broke down and he started crying like he felt so horrible. Kevin and his friends are walking home from the grocery store and they started having a little argument. Jay gets upset with him. Papa finds out that he shot somebody because Jay blurts it out loud in the argument when they bring up him being in the gang and all this stuff again, and he leaves. And then Papa gets upset and say, you know, real friends don't keep secrets, and then he leaves. Emmett found out where Tiffany lived and he went over to Tiffany's house and he finds that Tiffany is upset with him. She said up to a few months ago he didn't even want to claim the baby as his. She been taking care of the baby for 2 years. You know, I can't get mad at her. She was like, you need to pay child support. You need to pay, you know, he like, I'm trying. He is trying. It's like, it's kind of like, I can see both of their points of view. You raised the baby. You had the baby. Okay, you did everything for the baby for up to 2 years, and this man didn't even want to claim the baby, much less do child support. But then on your part, it's like, well, you've been having somebody for 2 years. You've been having the whole baby for 2 years, girl. What did you do? Okay, during this whole 2 years, did you sue him for paternity? Did you get all this shit taken care of? Because, baby, let me pop out a baby. Everybody get tested, and we gonna run me that check. Okay, it just is what it is. I understand what she's saying. You trying, but trying don't pay bills. She like, you need to pay me $200 a month or you can't see him. See, that's now, this is where me and her disagree. Now, I don't believe you should be holding back your children from seeing their daddies, even if their daddies is trifling as hell. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because the relationship with the father is important to your child. So even if that nigga don't pay child support, but sometimes, even if he come and see his kids, sometimes you still need to be accommodating to the father. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this. I ain't gonna put my business in the street, but my daddy wasn't there like he should have been in my life. And my mama never spoke a bad word about him ever. Because when you get old enough, now when I'm older and grown, she told me, now you will see for yourself. When you get older, you will see. They will see their daddy trifling. They will see the issues that happen. But you know, you don't have to go out of your way if they really are trifling for them to see that once they get to an age where they can know and understand. You don't have to bash the man. You don't have to be a part of that. You see what I'm saying? They already doing it to themselves by not, you know, being with their child and spending time with their child like they should. So your job is to just be positive, take care of your kids, handle your business the best way you know how, and you know, if he gonna come into the picture, that's fall into play. Now I ain't gonna tell you don't go after him for child support, because you need to. Every time he write his social security number down, he needs to know that we're not here to play with you hoes, we here to slay this check. But you don't have to do that and bash the man. And now for the other side of it, daddies, handle your business. There should be nobody or nothing that can keep you from helping to support your child, okay? And don't use that shit as an excuse not to spend time with your child or not to fight for your child. And if you feel like you're not getting the rights that you deserve as a parent, or your child support is too much or not enough or whatever, go to court. That's what people do. They save their money, they get a lawyer, and they go to court and fight for what they think is right. They don't sit around and complain and not take care of their kids because they don't get along with the mama. Period. You should be paying your money to them people and not giving her $50 every time you got a little extra change, because that $50 don't count in the eyes of the court. And if you want to stay out of jail, a little bit of child support is better than none. So you need to pay through them people. Put yourself on paper. Pay through them people and you won't have them problems. And then you can visit your child as you see fit. But if you slide her $50 every 2 weeks, that shit ain't gonna, you know, she could be like, well, you can't see the child, then what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna have to save some more money and go to court. But if you paying your money through the court, this person cannot deny you visitation with your child. That's how I feel about it. I can see both of their points of view. She said, you need to give me child support, and then you find out she living with some nigga. She look like the nigga be tapping upside her head low key. She live with some dude and he come out the room, you know, with a toy in his hand, looking all gangster with tattoos and whatever, you know, peeling the apples. Reggie is at his house and they eating his own food, child, and one of the dudes done made some spaghetti, child, with Reggie food. He's looking at the clock, like I said, constantly thinking that Jake is about to come home. He comes in, Jake does finally come home, and when Jake comes home, Q was like, oh hey, you didn't tell me you had a little brother. I know you, I saw you before at the block party. Jake is just looking like, what the fuck is going on? He's standing in the corner. He said, okay, what about the cop? And he like, okay, the dude name is Wallace. He makes sure we don't get jammed up, and you know, we give him a cut of whatever they make or whatever. What you want me to do? Just tell me what you want me to do. And so Q whisper and lean over and whisper in his ear, and then he just gets up and walks out and say, stay healthy, bro, stay healthy. Because he walked over to Jake and told him to put up his knife too, and that shit was scary as hell. Okay, I'm scared of Q personally. I'm afraid of him. He leaves the house and all Reggie said was shit. So you already know it's about to go down. Brandon pulls up in front of Jerica's house, or their apartment, and he gets out and he shows Jerica the truck, and she's like, I mean, it look a mess, but you know, it's cool, like, you know. And he like, why we playing games, you know, girl, why we playing games, girl? It's, you know, it's lonely at the top, and I won't be at the top with you, girl. And she like, boy, you know I love you, but you was tripping though. He like, I ain't gonna do that no more, babe. I learned my lesson, girl. I learned my lesson, girl. And then they go to kiss, and then she jump up on top of him, and they all hit. So we with Ronnie, and Ronnie is, I'm guessing this is the next day, he goes to the mosque where we met Rafiq, i.e. Common. Okay, so Rafiq / Common. And so Rafiq / Common is in the mosque, and they are, you know, he's just basically telling him like, what you did, nigga, you killed somebody, you did this, you did that. He was like, you know, Rafiq is telling his story. He's saying that he killed a little girl by accident. He went to a party, he got into it with some dudes, and he put out a pistol and he shot, and the bullet went through a window and killed a little girl. And when he went to jail, he did not know how to process these emotions. And so this basically ended up being like, you know, his road to Allah. He saw, you know, the light, and he went to Allah, and Allah is all seeing, all knowing. And Ronnie just kind of breaks down and cries on his shoulder. And that's how the episode went off. So like I said, they're trying to give us this Ronnie transformation thing, which is cool. But like I said, it's hard for me to feel sorry for somebody who killed a child. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear your thoughts about this episode. I'll be right back with The Chi Season 1, Episode 9 in about 2 minutes. Peace. What up, everybody? Let's talk about it. This is The Shy, Season 1, Episode 9. Alright, this was a good episode. This review is going to be kind of short because I didn't take a whole lot of notes, but I did take a few notes, and so let's go ahead and talk about it storyline by storyline. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, this episode, Ammon is going through a little, he's still having a little bit more problems. It seemed like he's been trying to maneuver this whole season, right? But at the beginning of the episode, he goes to pick up his check, and because he doesn't have a checking account, okay, his check, or they take a lot of money out of his check when they cash it for him, they tell him the rates have went up. And she told him stop buying shoes. Okay, now you remember on the last episode, the girlfriend said all you do is buy shoes. He sells his shoes, and he goes and meets his baby mama at the park, and he gives her the $200 or some of the money. I don't think it was the whole $200 she asked for, but he gave her some of the money, and he tells her that he's trying and he's gonna work on, being a better father and spending time with his child or whatever. And she like, we good for now, whatever. Or the boyfriend walks up and he gives him the baby, and he give him a little toy or whatever. He's like, I'm gonna help you with him and this and that. You think it's gonna be like, oh, it's a nice moment between the two of them, child. Hell the fuck no. He lean over his ear and tell him, I got him for you, know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help him or whatever. Just shoot me an extra bill a week. Nigga, are you serious? Nigga, are you for real? So now Ammon got a whole nother problem, child. So speaking of Ammon, Jada is with Miss Ethel again. She's helping her do different things, and this time Ronnie comes home. Ronnie's there, and she tells Ronnie, listen, I got fired and it's because of you and helping you. But she's like, listen, they're gonna send another woman in here. They're gonna try to move your grandmother to a state facility, and it might be the best thing for her to do that. Cause Ronnie like, well, what's gonna happen? I mean, what's gonna happen? He the most what gonna happen ass nigga like I ever met in my life. But anywho, she's just letting him know, I'm over here, I'm doing what I can do, but the state's gonna come in and y'all gonna have to make a decision at some point. Now Ronnie, on the other hand, Ronnie has got up. He said, if you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Y'all like that? I don't know how that fit in. I just felt like singing it because he woke up and like got his life together. That's what it made me feel like. It gave me, Sister Act 2 tease. He get up, he shaved his face. He looking like a whole new man, child. I was like, look at Ronnie. You look young. You look, virile and everything. So when he came in there to talk to Jada, she was like, oh, you look nice. You look different or whatever. And so that was cool. So, but you got a feeling that, something was going to happen because he done shaved his face. Usually when women shave their head or men shave their faces, that means that something big is going to happen. But Tracy and Coogie's mom, they are in the same bereavement group at that church. And so, now Tracy's in the swing of things. She know everybody and she starts telling a story. And this story is about a man who, I don't know if it was her mama used to date him or, I'm not sure how. I forgot, I missed that part. But anywho, he gave her a room. He put her room with a flat screen TV in it. And it was really nice and he treated her well. But then one time he came up in that room in the middle of the night. She ended up getting pregnant. She said she never told nobody what he was doing to her. But she ended up getting pregnant and they wanted her to get an abortion. He ended up taking a whole bunch of aspirins or something like that because she was trying to get rid of the child. But she said, if I keep the child, then you're going to have to let me go. I don't know if she said he did or not. I don't know if she said he didn't or he did. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm going to go ahead and put this together that this is cute because we do find out later on that Jason is his son. That's why which we all knew, honey. I knew that from episode 2 or 3, honey, when we met him. You can put this together that this person was cute and that Jason is his son, the one that got caught. That's why he back. That's why he all in the mix. Her and Coogie's mom, they kind of peep each other out in the meeting, and Coogie's mom comes up to me after the meeting and says, listen, my son was about rainbows and smile and love. Like, he didn't have an evil bone in his body. I know that he was questioning your son's murder, but my son did not kill your son. I just wanted to tell you that. And she took it. It was a nice moment. I thought it was going to be like, she was going to go off on each other or somebody was going to say, I know you had something to do. But I think that Tracy felt bad because Tracy knows that Ronnie went out there and did whatever, he killed that boy. When she said, do something, you got to do something or whatever. So he went out there and killed Coogie behind her. So I think that she feel guilty because she know how it went down. And if she don't know how it went down, she will know shortly. So Reggie picks up Treese from his yoga class. So that's when I said Treese looked like he was in college or he real prepped out or whatever. It's because that's how he hang on that side of town town, he hang with these people, okay? On that side of town. So that's why he looked like that. You feel what I'm trying to say? He picked them up, and I guess he was bringing them back to his house or something like this, and so we don't see them anymore. Later on that day, Reggie goes to pick up Jake. Matter of fact, it's all when they all out there. Is it when they arguing? Or I'm not sure if it's when they argue. No, they go up to Jake and ask him about the play. He quit the play. Like, anyway, I don't remember, child, but they pick him up. Reggie pick up the kids and take them to get something to eat. When they standing in the parking lot, Jake talking about some little boy, the same little boy from the skating ring. He talking about the boy was talking noise about him, and Reggie is like, well, you know, if you let a nigga talk shit, they gonna think you soft and all this here. So he run over to the boy and punch the boy, and they get in a little scuffle. Then he pump Kevin and Papa like, shit, we should have just ran. We should have went home. Papa is me, okay? That's me. He is me in every situation, man. We should have went home. Listen, I'ma fight with you if you get in a fight, but bitch, if you start a fight, I'm not fighting with you. I'm leaving the situation. Fuck that. You gotta be a bad friend or whatever. I don't care. The police come, they run all their little information, and the police let them go. They make it back over there. So Reggie like, he all happy or whatever. But I'm like, you just got your ass punked and beat the fuck up and like almost killed yesterday. But okay. Some dudes roll up to them before that happens, and he like, yo, I'm looking for Treese. He not answering his phone. He's like, well, I dropped him off at the crib, and he like, well, what you been doing all day? He's like, I'm out here with the little homies, you know, big brother and the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here with the little homies. And he like, alright, nigga, okay, well, that's cool or whatever. He said he probably with some little chick or whatever. You know, I don't know, he ain't got his phone on or whatever. After they get finished with the police, they jump in the car and they going home, and the kid, he like, y'all wanna ride home? And he like, nah, I don't want no ride home, we good. So Kevin and Papa stay, but Jay go with him. So when Jay go with him, baby, they pull up somewhere. He like, we gotta stop somewhere first. And he like, what you mean? I thought we was going home. Nah, we gotta stop somewhere first. So they open the trunk. Child cheese. Treese is in the damn trunk, bound and gagged. So we don't even know where. I didn't know where they was at, but they was outside somewhere. And Treese is in the trunk, bound and gagged. So we gonna see what happened with this shit. At some point in this episode, Q does go to Wallace, and he tells Wallace he know what's up, he know what's popping, he know, you know, the little operation they got going on, and he about to take care of all of this shit and get things working back to normal, okay? Because I guess Treese was a problem for him some type of way, so he asked him who killed the basketball player. And so Whitefish is like, Treese killed your son. I don't think Treese killed him. I think that white police officer killed Jason. That's what Q is hell bent on getting to Treese, so we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, he said he gonna kill off all these, you know, get rid of him, and they gonna get things back running to a professional, smooth, business-like it used to be. And the cop don't seem to have no issue with that, so we'll see. And I think he want him to kill Q. That will cover him up if he did kill Jason. So I think that's why he cool with it. You see what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that this Whitefish, he killed Jason, child. We ain't crazy. He killed Jason. So Brandon has some issues with starting his new business this week. He goes to Luis. Luis and them hook it up for him. A nice new taco truck, soul food taco truck, kind of like Pastor Rudy's out here in Houston, Texas. If y'all have not been out there, you need to go, okay? They tell him, Luis tell him, look, the people, you know, the food truck people, you know, they real territorial. Here go a fake certificate, because it's gonna take you 6 months to get a real one, so you can use this when it look good from a distance. Here's all the shit you need to get started, and you only gotta pay us for parts and not for labor. I have a feeling that's gonna come back later on. But he pulls up to start his little business selling lunch, and the food truck people like, no, this part is for this person, this spot is for this person. And he like, move your ass across the street, or I'm gonna call the police on you and this fake little certificate you got in the window. So he had to move across the street, and you know, he had his little business going on. A man came up to buy from him, and at that same time it was two little dudes walking, you know, down the street, and they like, hey, ain't that dude who owe Reggie or no Reggie? So they gonna go tell Reggie that Brandon got a business. So you know, Reggie gonna be sticking his hand up in that. But I have a feeling Reggie's not gonna be with us much longer, so that won't really be an issue for Brandon like that, okay? And then at the end of the night, he tells, or the end of the first night, Sarah comes up to the window and is like, Brandon, guess what? The chef know about us. Bitch, you can't hold no water, bitch. So he have to go home and tell Jerica. So he tells Jerica, listen, you know, when we wasn't together, I slept with somebody. And she takes it very well. Actually, she took it pretty well. She took it well because she said, hey, when we wasn't together, I had slept with somebody too. My bad, That's why she not that mad, because she slept with somebody too. That boy whole face changed. His whole spirit changed. He don't feel good with somebody doing it to you. When Emmett finally gets home with the baby that night, Jada tells him that she has got another job. So that's good news. She said she's so proud of him and everything. That's why she needs to tell him what she needs to tell him. She gonna be director of nurses. She gonna be running the hospital, you know, running a facility like she used to work at with the home care nurses. And he's like, that's awesome, but the job is in Seattle, Washington. So is he gonna leave and go with his mama? Is he gonna stay and try to make it out here on his own? Like, how is he gonna do that? Yeah, and earlier that episode, I forgot to say that Ethel and Jada really have bonded, because Ethel gave her some money after she told her, listen, I lost my job and all of that. And you know, I know Ethel feel bad because it's for her son, the reason why she lost her job. Because she like, I already know, because they called me and told me that, you know, somebody gonna be, you know, they're gonna try to get a new nurse for me, or they're gonna put me in a facility. And so she reaching her little, you know how your grandmother be having that sugar cookie thing under the bed. Don't act like y'all don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Your grandmother be having that blue or red sugar cookie tin, okay, and it be full of money and coins. And so she put out her little sugar cookie tin, and she gave her a little ball of cash and was like, girl, listen, this is the least I could do. You did this for me, you know what I'm saying? I could do this for you or whatever. So I really enjoy the relationship that they have between each other. So at the end of the episode, we see Ronnie walking into the jail. Right before he gets into the jail, he makes the call to 911 saying that he's reporting a case of elderly abuse and the house might be on fire. So I'm assuming that he's calling for his grandmother now to be, make sure that she's in a facility, because earlier in the episode, he brought some of his friends over there. They were gonna try to get her to move, but grandmama, we know grandmama ain't going nowhere, okay? After that, he hangs up the phone, he walks into the police station, he sits down, and I don't know if he waits for a detective or whatnot, but the detective Cruz comes out and he tells the detective that he wants to turn himself in for the murder of Coogie. I think it's Johnson. I don't know what the boy's last name is, but the murder of Coogies. It's about to get hot, y'all. I still don't see the full development of all the characters, the female characters like they developed the male characters, but I'm accepting that that's just how this show rolls, okay? Because Tracy is still, to me, very underdeveloped character, even though now I understand why she is the way she is, because of her molestation as a teenager. That's why she's so closed up. That's why she's so not trusting. That's why she always end up with trifling Negroes, okay? I get that, okay? So I can get that with her, but I just wish they would develop her a little bit more. I would really love to see Jada's character develop. Like, I love her. And Miss Ethel, child, I live for Miss Ethel. We could have a whole damn show of Miss Ethel, and I will be here for the shit every week, all right? Brandon, once again, Brandon is chronically nice. Like, he's almost too nice for me. Like, shit, is the nigga ever gonna do something wrong? Is he ever gonna be dishonest? It's like he's just so nice to me. It's a little bit annoying almost at this point, but I mean, he cool or whatever. The kids, like I said, my favorite kid is Papa. Kevin is so level-headed. When they was in the car and Reggie was trying to school him about how to talk to girls, you need to talk to girls like this, and you need to do this and that and the other. And Kevin was like, nigga, like, you can tell Kevin was like, this nigga don't know what he talking about. I live with girls. My mama is a girl and she married to a damn girl. I know what girls like, and they don't like that shit. That's some fuckboy shit, okay? I was glad that Kevin recognized that, because you could see all on his face was like, boy, get the fuck, boy, bye. Okay, boy, with all this, ain't nobody listening to your ass. I'm be single forever messing around with you, or just be a dog or whatever. Kevin ain't about that life, okay? And Papa, he love the Lord. He said he believe in holy matrimony. He ain't got time for that. It was 2 good episodes. I'm excited to see the season finale and see what they're gonna give us. I'm going to be in South by Southwest this weekend. It's a music festival that happens in Austin every year. I'm singing with Jay Valentine, and we're performing Saturday at 3 p.m. I don't know what tent we in, but just follow my social media and you'll be able to find out where we'll be or whatever if you want to come and see me or see her perform. I don't think it's gonna be a long set or anything, so it's not like we're doing the whole show, y'all. We singing like 3 or 4 songs and then we're going about our business, okay? But I'm excited about it because I've never been to South by Southwest before, and you know, I just want to stop and say that God is amazing, okay? He done took me so many places this year that I never thought I would go, and like giving me so many opportunities. So I just want to thank y'all once again for watching these videos. I don't know why I'm saying this, it just came over me, but thank you for watching these videos and supporting my channel. I know I'll be late and tired sometime, okay? But I'm trying to do better, like I said, by being more consistent with my videos and at least making it through. If I tell you I'm gonna do a season or something, I'm gonna do the whole season, whether you like it or not, okay? So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share my video with all your friends. I will holler at y'all next week. I see ya. Peace.